All right, guys, you've got to pick up on the subtle signs that she wants you to ask her out. Okay, it may not be eye contact because if she's really shy, and I've seen this a lot of times, she is not going to be looking at you in the eye, especially if she's shy and nervous at the same time. But what she will be doing is leaning slightly inward. Whenever you're around, you're going to notice that she inches closer to you a little bit and leans in. Whereas if she thinks you might ask her out, but she doesn't want anything to do with you, she's going to be back here. Seriously, she is. And she's going to be like slowly trying to get away, both physically and just mentally get away. She won't be returning your calls. She won't be really focused on you. She'll be focused on other people, trying to look at someone else who's talking, however she can get away from you, period. But if she likes you, she's going to be, how do I say this, focused on you without eye contact, possibly. Because say you come into the room and she's talking to somebody else, she is going to look at you out of the corner of her eye and see if you notice her, if you're paying attention to her. She's going to be really, really clued into what you're doing whenever you're around. And she might be around a little bit more. She might accidentally run into you when normally she's not there. So if somebody changes their path, and I've said this a lot, if someone changes their path to try to run into you, to try to pass you by on the way somewhere, that's not accidental. If you happen to see her more, wow, I've seen her so many more times today than normally. Think about it. Also, pay attention to what she says to her friends. I don't care how old you are, if somebody is interested in you, they're gonna talk to their friends. So if you know her friends, you're gonna get the vibes. The friends may not say anything, but they're gonna ask you more questions. They're gonna pay a little more attention to you. They might even say, so what do you think of Susie? Did you notice Susie was wearing this great dress today? Or just kind of her name will pop up because this girl may have said to her friends, don't say anything to him about me. So they won't, but her name will pop up more. She'll be in conversation more when you're around. You'll know. So pay attention to those little signs. And a sign also that you need to look for, which is more negative, is 1 or 2 word texts. She's not interested. If you get a text that answers your question and then asks you another one or tries to continue the conversation, that's a really good sign. But if you get yes, no, I don't know, maybe, and nothing else, and you don't hear from her, forget it. It's not going to happen because girls we're writers. We really are. And we express ourselves. And so if they're just giving you no, yes, maybe, I'm not sure, don't know, don't want to know, forget it. Forget it. She's not interested. And these are just little clues that you really, really need to pay attention to. But if you do, you're gonna get an indication that she wants to go out with you. It's not a sure thing, but take the chance anyway. If you see one of these little signs, go ahead. Go ahead, because look, if you get rejected, so what? You tried. Life is about taking chances. So what? If she shoots you down, it doesn't matter. You learned, you'll know the next time. And really, honestly, it may be a little weird then when you see her again, but if you don't act strange, she won't either. If you act like you did before you asked her out, it'll all be fine. So take the chance because that's really what life's about.